Yes, as designed. My chest started hurting while doing the funky paperwork in the Cracker Jack box arena over there, full of, as a matter of fact, sociopaths, psychos, sadomasochists for sure, 100%. See, a narcissist, their only graduation into a true, more like satisfying experience of living, which is they're facing downwards, by the way. They are in hell. And so their advancement is to become a sadomasochist. We saw that during the C19 announcement. They who, well, they lived, don't do they? Um, Outnumbered, by the way, unfortunate, 80%, 90%. Really, it's down to 92% is what I heard. Because of that C19 announcement, that now, see, narcissists that work at the laundromat or at the store or anywhere, they can, just like a teacher, see, a lot of teachers want to be narcissists. I'm sorry. Can you put together what I had just tried to say there? Um, because you're a human being and you know how to do it. I'm not going to repeat myself right now. You're catching every wave in real time. You don't want me to clarify because you understand what I just tried to say. They, it's psychologically, there's psychology over there doing it, whatever it's doing, and it logs in like, whoa. Uh, Believe this or not, 85 to 90% of the teachers that go in for counseling because they're troubled about a thought that keeps reoccurring, and they just want to be able to talk about something and figure out what is behind it, right? They really do. It alarms them. Is that they have a see this is what's logged up in the psychological algorithms. 80% of teachers say that they have a secret fantasy to torture children. And in effect, indeed, they are in position to do that. As narcissists, see, if they're graduating into sadomasochism, that's what they will do. And it gives them a little. It's like you just did a line of coke, I guess. Sorry, people. I'm talking to be real people now. But then it's amplified now. The torture part and just saying, like, say for instance, the COVID-19 mask wearing thing. To like it could just be them, you, and the wall. And they finally they show you their true colors, like how faithless they are and whatever. That you're trying to breathe, maybe you have a toothache or something and you can't really afford to, but they require a mask in the damn laundromat. This is what happened to me up here. And so what she just, after 25 years, it was like, yeah, it was her, me, and the wall. And there was another kind of so-called, I mean, it should have been a good friend by now that was there, but she did witness something very chicken shit. No, I know that people are completely staunched and programmed to be the wall. So anyway, yeah, it was just me, and the wall. And she says, put your mask over your nose, please, because I don't want to get sick. See, halfway through because I don't want to, I was about ready to go, you know what, bitch? Couldn't fucking grab her collar, drag her outside, and just start fucking pounding her teeth in. Because in the jungle, they would have done that because that's an insult. Right there. Technically, it is. And it's also an insult. Like, who is she? What are you talking about? I'm not sick. I am not sick. Fucking bitch. Sorry. No, I don't know. It just really bugged me. So when I got that attitude from her, because we're supposed to let up a little bit. I don't know if they're still wearing their mask over there or not. Some people are. It doesn't do anything for you. It decreases the oxygenation in your blood. It decreases your ability to heal your body. If you start breathing your own breath, I hate to bring this all up again, but it's kind of a culmination out there right now. It's kind of like a boiling pot of shit. Includes people. Pardon me, I'm literally losing my voice, I guess. I think I'm fighting off a slight bladder infection as a result of taking maybe it's the Tylenols or maybe it's the virus that I contracted from having been tortured at the place over there. You know what I mean. There is a record of where I've just been through over the past, well, yeah, starting on the 24th, and then so all of this got to be documented, and I do have doctors just to prove the punitive damage that has been caused due to petty people. Petty. A lot of people don't know that word. It doesn't really have anything to do with money. But when money is involved with it, oh God, what a royal waste. Back to the characteristics of narcissists that, yeah, they're about to graduate to being sadomasochists if they're a teacher at the school. But then the C19 announcement thing, you just decide on your own, wait a minute. You mean that I can tell these people to put it on tighter and even cut off their food supply and their laundromat supply? You know, I can get a rise out of them, especially like if you're prejudiced against them or anything. Yes, anything you have hate in you. Boy, am I getting it huge here. I want to leave the country. It's time for me to go. See, I was supposed to do that, but what slowed me down? Sociopaths and psychos and fucking narcissists, I guess. It's like, wait a minute, okay, well, I guess this was supposed to happen this way. See, at this point, I would like to ask for another donation from as many people as possible that have been jacked around so bad by these people that they are two-faced, right? They're not real friends, and they don't know love. Most likely you married one and she cleaned you out later on, or he cleaned you out later on. That doesn't usually happen with the woman. Let me tell you what, man, there's something called serial killers. I'm sorry, wow, minute 6:17. This is as a result of Lilith, Black Moon Lilith, creating a T-square with Mars and the sky. Is like, Kalima! These are skulls. It's like, and I'm having a demon now. They are nothing to me. Excuse me, you seem to have doubt in your mind. Would you push back a little bit? Because I don't like doubt, especially about the trout. Don't you have any clout? I'm on fire, babes. This was well planned. Whether or not you have a parasite or not, you are waking up now. We're in a fucking movie. The Pluto has gone into fucking Aquarius. We're moving. It's the most exciting times. Who the fuck are you in the movie? Who are you? Who are you? Man, right now I'm feeling like so fucking fried up. You don't want to let them know that. You don't want to let the enemy know it all. And here's the thing about the ARiES. We won't go down like that. In fact, when we start shining more, it's probably the moment that we're just going to, bye. Like Jimi Hendrix said, the light that flashes last always flashes best. What he means, it's kind of like, well, lights used to go out when, if you're my age, you remember light bulbs that actually used to burn out. The conduits would just shock more, and it would bright first, but then it's out. See, Jimi Hendrix was a light that went out the best. Yeah, yeah. And so, he was a fire sign. Might be the same for other fire signs, but I know me as an Aries rising, and then having the Sun, Pluto, Mars, it's a Leo orientation for sure. I never thought of it that way, but I do have Sun conjunct Mars conjunct Pluto, which is very, very energetic. It's just pure energy at my disposal, and I've chosen to be more creative than anything else, all my life. I hated school. No, that's an indoctrination system, terrible, because they're not doing anything there. And talk about national debt. Why do we have so much national debt? Well, here's why. People don't know how to use their hands and do things for themselves and say, well, this was worthwhile, and it didn't cost much either. So now the dollar keeps its value. I don't know. I'm on my 5th container of beer. Where is it? Here, let me get my vodka. Actually, I love it. I like to make this shit up. I risk my everything. I make all these videos and I'm like, I wonder if this will work today. No, don't expect an Aries to not flash you that smile just seconds before they die. Because they don't die. They are the I am. They're like, what are you afraid of? I was going to take this leap a long time ago. I mean, in fact, it's already done. Right? You just forgot to lay down. I guess you did. Let's talk about the living dead again. Because they don't know that they're highly programmed, and there's a lot of stuff that they're kind of going like this on. It's their subconscious, and so it's just a blackout. And then the triggering part, well, they just have to run. See, the world out there is riddled with this. Oh God, I got to get out of the United States. I need to move. I don't know. I don't want to move somewhere into the United States. I need to move out of the United States, and it's very difficult for me. So anybody listening to this, I know that Australia is under the same siege. I'm wondering which country can understand the word that I'm saying. Whom they do not use pesticides there. There are places like this. So, and here's what's going to happen with me. Because this stupid fucking thing has an algorithm. I've already seen some of it. I'm just not ready yet. It's a really hard decision. under the influence of other people that are thinking that they're controlling you to do something else in your life, to finally, just slowly do it. See, I've been driven to the very edge, like Nancy was saying, that, oh no, that they want to undermine your property. They want what you have. They want you to be miserable, and that's how they change, right? They kind of change places. It's really a hell of a sci-fi movie. Pardon me while I get some lemon. I'm so grateful for the social division. The social service division. Now, I know a lot of people that have children do not have a good experience with the social service division. And I don't know, I guess their children become weapons against them? I don't know, it's none of my business, I don't have them. I commend everybody who tries to do it in this God-forsaken fucking hell. Shame on you. Hi, minute 11. Like and subscribe. If you're so not satanic, but you're like Christ aware and you're like, no, and no, not on my watch either. See, I saw, you remember hi, I'm a comedian, I'm fun. This is good water now. Bless you, my Lord. Please love this water as you go down my gullet. Mars and Leo conjuncting my part of fortune. I'm going to light up like a fucking billboard. Just ling daga doom daga rit pops up a shin runner boop boop. Sorry that you don't know how this play goes, babe. In fact, you have to be play. You have to be not a player, but somebody who knows how to play. Now, play is a word that is like, a lot of mechanics will know this. A lot of good ones will know this. Men, when you're screwing on a screw to a thread, the best way to like really just get it to get tight, its tightest and go smoothly, is to make sure that you're kind of vibrating and playing with it. If you didn't know that, well, congratulations. I just give you a piece of information. It's worth $65,825 because now you're gonna feel good about being at a job somewhere. You're just gonna have a little bit more play with everything. It doesn't have to be just with your screws, babe. Fuck those things. I think there's a whole different way to do everything around here, don't you? Hi, Nancy. I'm sure you do. It's hard to see through the system, isn't it? I see right through it. Not going back, not ever. Weird. But, no, see, what I'm working on is just too much evidence now that I need to get investigators to help me pull, like, I don't know if paralegals can help me pull up information about the fact that I've been trying to communicate to officials about the environmental terrorism that has happened up here. Now, this is not directly tied into sociopath, narcissistic, sadomasochists, and especially psychopaths. It is tied in directly because they don't really have a sense of even smell. Narcissists alone, period, they don't have any kind of good taste. I mean, literally, I don't know, like, what are they tasting when they go to McDonald's continuously? No, what I mean is, like, they don't have any sense of humor. No, their taste, I've already talked about this. See, this is the only way to win, though, you guys. See, for hopes that one of them starts to recognize himself as like doomed, they're like, oh no. And then they wander off onto a train track and immediately they're taken care of. That's our only hope. That's why you want to say, no, this is the way they are. I was just down there in a soup of them, and they're blooming right now. Some women are definitely on the demonic side. It's not different than with men. It's the same, I was almost going to say Jezebel spirit, but not really. It's the evil spirit, period. It's weird. The sociopath and your narcissist, they make sure that to, like, if it's, in America, when you drive on the roads, you at least do the speed limit, right? Or you, I don't know, some people choose to, like, be slow. And it's like you're waiting for them, or they block the aisle. They're just, well, no, these aren't really narcissists and psychos and whatever. They're just deeply unaware, non-self-aware people, but that's what narcissists are. They have no self-reflection. They don't even know that somebody could be waiting for them while they're on their cell phone in the car at the stoplight. And that they're just going to creep everywhere. See, there's these words called, thanks for listening to this. Isn't it fun? Hit like and subscribe. Please make a donation. And because Yeah, my livelihood is being threatened by these kinds of people. Yours is too. Boy, I could talk so long about what I experienced today in the movie. We're in a movie, and it's blooming now. Not short of having a little dose, you know, to get it all fucking souped up with what? Well, if you are not operating at a higher vibrational frequency and you're not able to feel good, you're really not able to feel bliss, is what I mean. Then you're probably, yeah. I'm sorry. There's two types here. So there's, I don't know. There could be a teetering that's happening. Uh, yeah, baby. So I had my most extraordinary experience of the day was this. Not only the living body of Christ, the energy that is real, more real than anything. I was getting a bean burrito, and I I was washing my hands in the bathroom and kind of talking to myself about that stupid scene over there at the Cracker Jack bin, and designed to collapse. Just the structure alone, and especially in Southern California, it's like, thank God. Um, I went to get a bean burrito, and went out. I'm really feeling like I'm feeling a mixture of things, but mostly I'm feeling amazing. I'm like attuned to the highest vibrational frequency, like fucking who? Well, like any really good live performing artist that anybody can just fall in love with. It's like, God, they're good, and they are up there on that stage, and they just shine. It's that same way that they're just highly creative. They tapped in, and they are. See, musicians are really fucking cool. If you've ever just kind of got backstage with them and sat with them and just known their personality and stuff, you know what I mean? Like John Lennon, it really depends, I'm sure. They have to be real live musicians. Mainly Libras. I guess I'm going to point it at Libra. Yep, capital L, who says, I love. Yeah, coming alive, baby, coming alive. There isn't any choice. So, yeah, getting back to the moment when I got out of the bathroom and I glance over and there's a couple sitting there, and it seemed like a Chinese American woman who was very clear skinned. I mean, really healthy. I mean, she had this fucking aura around her. And I looked at her, and all I could see is this dark figure right there that she was facing. I'm sorry. I don't know. I just noticed her light because her eyes met mine, and she did this wink at me. She did this wink that it wasn't that person there. It was the energy that I was, Christ aware. And it gave me such a fucking energy. She genuinely looked right at me and it was the most attractive, but no, it's not like sexual. Like I said, it's like a oneness energy because I'm elevated. My third eye is open. There isn't anything getting past me. That's why how come people think I'm dangerous, but I'm not. I'm not really. Some discrepancies going on that I have to clear up. Here, it's like, wow, I think somebody's extra paranoid for some fucking reason. This is fucked up. Anyway, getting back to that scene at the restaurant where she darted me this energy. It was obvious that she threw a fireball into my heart, and I went, boom. So I met her. I caught that glimpse of that, and I kind of looked away, and then I looked back at her with like the chills and shit, and then because she was already looking down, and then she looked back at me again. I looked back at her like, no, it's real, isn't it? And she's like, well, I think it is, right? No, it's not real. I'll tell you what it is. Where's my chalkboard? It's Rhea. Capital REA, small l. Because always, when you see it on your typewriter here, which you have no idea what you're doing on it, especially when you're just not listening to me about the capitalizing it, because you're going to activate your phone. It's going to say, oh, they're starting to catch on. Because in fact, Rhea is God. Like Maria, Columbia, but no, Ia. See the Ia, IA? It's opposite. It's not AI. See, the lowercase I is significant when it's right next to the uppercase I. It means it's still in its divinity. This means that the structure, which is the organism, ARiES, or more like it's the author or your frame, your physical frame, the I is on now. See, you want to be sure to keep your I down in lowercase Just kidding. Fifth of vodka again. Um, ah. No, really. Not that whenever you say iPhone on your fucking calculator there, it doesn't show up just automatic I down phone. Why? Well, you're going to see it more and more, and when you do, will you please get back here and donate something with fucking 3 zeros on it? I'm trying to save my livelihood and yours. Bop, bop. Let me tell you, because I have conversation with my grandma and she talks about it. She says, do you know what that melody is? It's this. It started way back in the 20s. It's this. Shave and a haircut, 5 cents.